Hello, 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 y'all, and welcome on back to another episode of Creators Spicy Tea. We are the podcast where we get really real and really raw about what the adult content creation world is actually like and what it means to be a digital entrepreneur. And today, y'all, I don't know how this keeps happening, but it does. We are not alone again. We have someone here again. Today, I am personally truly thrilled to be joined by a guest whose presence just in this space, in this adult space, is at this point iconic and honestly groundbreaking. This woman has been in the camming industry for two mother trucking decades, y'all. She is a digital entrepreneur, she is a thought leader, and she is a disability advocate, and she is one of the first Black women to carve out a legacy in an industry that, let's get real, was not built for her or the people who look like her. Her work has gone beyond content at this point. It is about sovereignty. Is it about systems? It is about reframing what success looks like when you do it on your own goddamn terms. So why don't I stop yapping and we say a big welcome to Minnie St. I'm very incredibly excited to introduce Minnie St. Can we please get a huge, spicy creator welcome to Minnie St. Thank you so much for sitting with us, honey. Would you mind giving us just a short intro to yourself?
So I'm Minnie St. I believe I'm one of the first female cam models to start in the adult industry in 2003. I still actively work in live stream webcamming. So live stream webcamming on premium based websites that are either like a ticket show where they buy in with actually have tokens, gold, and credits. So I'm trying to remember which one. I have all of them. So I can't even just say this is one format of payment on the websites because 4 websites, 4 different methods, but they're all similar. Either it's pay per minute or there's video on demand. Some of them have membership sites. For me, it's all in one place for all 4 of them and juggling a schedule of all 4 of them since 2003. Where 2028 makes 20 years of the last website I joined. So yeah, and I've been online since dial-up internet. So here I am.
Yeah, you're an OG. You are one of the originals out there who helped pave the way for everyone else. And I think we need to just dive into it together because you and I, we've proven we can sit and talk for hours and realize 0 time has gone by. So before we really dig into like your specific systems and anything else that you've used to make your career so long lasting and so impressive, I'd love to hear your thoughts on something. Looking back, 20 plus years of your own work, how would you describe it? So not necessarily just the content, the entire body of work and presence you have created in the last 2 decades as a creator.
So it reminds me of Days of Our Lives, the hourglass sand that just disappears. And I say that because, so I've done webcam first, then adult videos on membership websites. We used to build them from scratch, graphics, membership area, billing, traffic, everything from scratch. That content of me that everybody's worried about, I'm naked on the internet, I'm having sex on the internet, all these things, they're slowly disappearing off the internet. I can't find them. Or I have to dig around to find them. I have to dig around tube sites to find them. I have to dig around the original owner of the content to find them. That is why I call it the hourglass, because I was believed or told by other people that, oh, you can't do porn, it'll ruin your life. 22 years later, I'm still here. And less of me is naked on the internet. And if I ask ChatGPT, who is Minnie St. it acts like I retired. I did not, but it did. So this is where everything on the outside of people who don't physically do this job, they're full of shit. I'm going to say it. They're full of shit. And y'all don't know what you're talking about. And leave me alone. So that's pretty much how I summarize it. Like, yeah, We fill up the hourglass with a lot of sand. The sand is content. They count as hours and work and effort and all that stuff. And it slips away. It slips away. Either the website's purged, the website's no longer paying for hosting anymore. The laws change where they have to update the 2257 or ID verification or something, or they move to some third-party offshore website or server. That's a lot of work. And AI is not doing it. It's people. Yeah.
So you basically at this point, I mean, you had mentioned it when we last talked, you built such a presence and a person outside of just pure porn or content. You've built so much more than just that too. And that's kind of taken over for you.
It is. It's like, I have a spreadsheet where I build my weekly schedule where 4 days a week is just online content planning, editing video, maybe YouTube content. That's 4 hours, 4 days a week, 3 hours a day. That's on paper I'm supposed to do. Then 4 hours a day with a 2-hour break to work webcam. 4 websites, each of them getting 5 days a week on my schedule where I'm going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and supposed to be waking up at 5 on paper, which younger me could do that. Older me is like, we could do half.
Hit 33 and I was like, I'm done. We're taking a full night's sleep.
And yeah, younger me, I was online all the time. Plus, I didn't have anything else. There wasn't anything, like I didn't have the knowledge I have now. I just knew, log on the website, talk to the customers. Plus, from 2003, late 90s, we had a lot of chat rooms of talking to people. We had practice. We had constant practice of how to talk to people and go into, back then we called it cyber chat, which is the sexting now, which I don't know, we keep rewording the same thing. So I had a lot of practice of how to talk dirty to random people on the internet that I didn't know their face, but I figured out how to upsell them to my private website to convert into customers. Some of them think they can marry me now.
Oh, they all do.
But like for 22 years of online, and I have some following me for 15 years, or the email I got from the guy in France who loves all my work, I'm like, okay, well, keep enjoying what you saw.
Thanks.
It's also like, there's appreciation of the work from customers that email us appreciation, but we also have to redirect them to be consumers of paid content. I'm happy for everyone who watches my content, and I'm happy for everyone that's seen me as Minnie St or Minnie St. or Minnie Riley or Sweet Sensi or any other name I had on the industry that wasn't always my name. It was the name of the company they gave me, where, great, you saw me then. Okay, great. You saw me when I was psychotic and going through bipolar episodes. I've grown. I'm 40. I'm 41 in February. 40 is over for me.
You've been a whole adult through a whole adult lifespan in this. Dang, girl.
I've been adult in adult entertainment.
Your entire life.
Yeah. So I'm happy for it. And at the same time, my family is like, oh, we don't like your job. But y'all don't pay any of my bills or my goals or my lifestyle choices. Like how I just found a cosmetic surgeon that can work with patients that have a high BMI, which fantastic. That means I probably don't have to do as much work as I need to lose the weight that I needed for the surgery that I wanted, so I can continue working to be relevant and still hot and sexy. Because my barbershop currently says I look good. I went to the barbershop, Monday for $30 a day. So, and the owner was in there. I didn't realize the owner is the owner because he doesn't act like the owner when he's in the barbershop. He acts like any of the dudes in the barbershop. And then they're like, oh, they're moving. I'm like, okay, great. And then my regular barber cut my hair. I was like, yeah, it does look good. Because in the beginning, my hair, I look miserable. My face was dry. I look tired. And then I get in the barbershop chair. He cuts up my hair. He puts the line in. He sprays it. He's like, I'll put a hair mask in my hair and then wash it when I come home. I'm like, okay, great. But the transformation of I looked resting bitch face to I'm smiling and flirting in the barbershop.
That is a transition, girl.
It is. And I have this rule of don't have sex with anybody at the barbershop. So
that's a good rule.
It just I'm trying to set some boundaries. That's all. But the compliments from men who literally see, because most barbershops that are male barbershops don't really want to cut female hair. But black hair is freaking expensive, whether it's Female black hair, you grow it out, you go natural, you do all the conditioners and wash day and all. That's $300 at a minimum and 3 to 4 hours in the salon. I switch from cutting my hair in a wave, short hair, buzz, almost a buzz cut, because I'm low, but I'm not bald. And every time I tell my barber to go low, he's like, bald? Like me? Like skin bald? I'm like, no, I need hair. $30 on Monday, $40 rest of the week to cut the hair down, buy a $300 wig. And the hair treatment that a salon would give me is the same price for my scalp. So I'm not changing the pricing of any of it. It's just that, I don't have flowing natural hair growing out of my head. I attach flowing natural hair on top of my head to a completely different environment. But certain men, they like, well, hair is so beautiful. Yeah, you could buy it. Thank you. That is the season I'm in. I'm like, okay, if you want me to look like more of Minnie St. yeah, minimum $300 to buy a wig. Like, and then I have to buy it, have the money, then get it, then go back online. It's not going to be pre-packaged, ready like a wardrobe closet, ready to go.
Lord, wouldn't that be nice, though? Buy a wig, whole wardrobe comes with it. You're prepped and ready. Let's pop back to the very beginning of your career. So you made it very clear that your story is not some escape story or some bullshit like that by any means. But you made really strategic, conscious decisions to go into adult content. So looking back towards your very beginnings, what made the cam model fit for you? Like, what about cam modeling was your fit?
Cam modeling originally wasn't my first choice.
Shit.
Yeah. So my first choice was to be a porn star and be famous. And also, at the time, at 18, I was already promiscuous, had sex with almost everybody I knew. I looked around. I'm like, I don't want to do it again. I need new people. And then I said, let me go pro. And the people I was already engaging activity with were upset. And I was like, well, there's nothing surprising of what you can do. This is where I miss 18-year-old me. I do. Because I didn't care when I was ready to move on to a new penis. I moved on. I just moved on. I found a new one and I was gone.
We love that youth. We love that dumb young youth.
I think that one was more smarter than I am now. Now I try to settle down and I try to pick like monogamous relationships who were not emotionally available. When if it was 18-year-old me, it's like, okay, you didn't call me. Let me go to the club Friday night, wear my cute dress, get my nails done, and maybe bring home a dude or two. And then not see
saying we need to go back to our 18-year-old mindsets sometimes, because I think that's what we're saying, and I'm okay with that.
No, because that part of me didn't even care what my parents thought either. Like, I left home at 18 because home was toxic. My dad was abusive. My mom was unavailable. Me and my sister were just not sister. Even now, we're estranged. We're still estranged. It's just, I knew if I wanted something, I had to go get it. Whether it was a person I want to have sex with or a job or traveling, it was me getting it and building it myself. And I did. And then back then, we had newspapers with thousands of jobs for adult entertainment in the back of the newspaper. I called every one of them. I knew at that time I didn't want to be an escort. I didn't want to be a stripper. I didn't want to work in a massage parlor. So webcamming, this 2-line ad for webcamming was in the newspaper, but it offered a place to live. So I got housing and webcamming all in one go is what I took.
Good.
Yeah, it was a bad situation. The owner of the house was really bad, but he died. I can't really get mad at some dude who did bad things and he's dead. He's not there. I looked, the house he used to live in, I went there. It's bought out by Property Brothers on that reality TV show thing. A nice single lady with 2 children or 3 children live there. If I knock on that door, it's not the same house. It's a completely different house. So whatever happened to me at 18 is gone. Like, yes, okay, let's remember what happened back then. We can, but I'm 41 in February. So what are we digging up in the Wayback Machine?
Look at it, learn from it, move from it, move on.
Pretty much. Because now the industry has changed a lot. It's more mainstream. Every time we do an OnlyFans documentary that I watched the TMZ one yesterday for Famous Naked of all the celebrities that have OnlyFans. And then I watched this other one that has a very high bias of trying to act like, well, OnlyFans makes how many billions of dollars, but these people barely make 200. That is because they're choosing to be at that low level. I couldn't watch that documentary and like feel for them because they chose to do that. Every time we log on a website, we are agreeing. We voluntarily choose to work with them and we're over the age of 18, capable of making our own decisions. Every single time. Every time the biometric thing scans our face. Every time you upload your ID. Every time you go from uploading your ID from the desktop computer to the app on your phone, you agree to all those steps.
Yes. That's so important.
Every one of those steps.
Contract you're signing.
Exactly. And it's your name, my name, like on there. And then I have to fill out W-8-BEN tax form to the IRS so that I don't have 30% withholding taxes on my income I make from these websites. So if I sound like, I'm tired and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I am. Because y'all are worried about something that if you don't want to do it, or it's too hard or too miserable, or traffic is dead, whatever woe is me, pity party excuse you have in the job, go do something else.
Diversification.
The bitch move out of the way. Yes, bitch move out of the way.
Yeah. And sometimes it's move out of your own way.
Yeah, but your own way, you don't see it right away.
No, ain't that flaw.
You have to hit a level of rock bottom and rebuild to see how you were in your own way, which kind of depends on what stage you're in right now. But for the most part, for businesses and how this business operates, it's been successful for almost 30 years. And you're not doing well. There's something you're doing. It's how you show up. It's how you're talking. It's how you treat the job. Like yesterday, I made 32 cents. Okay, great. But I made 32 cents from a regular, which means
you have a regular.
Because that regular, if he had the more money, he would spend more money. I know that.
Fact.
When I logged on, I saw the money came in and I pressed refresh. I checked the username. It's my regular. Great. And then I said the website, if I send him a message, it charges him like $1 or something. So yes, I could send the thank you message, but that website now is always pay for play all the time in there. So it's just like, well, do I want to keep trying to squeeze more money out of him when he, like, if I check his history, almost every other one he responds to. So I don't need to always, squeeze the cash cow out of everybody every single time. I need to make sure that I'm attracting new people. It's because from 2003 until now, everybody that's 18 with a credit card who goes to a porn website that may or may not spend money on me, that could spend money on me literally their entire life until they turn 75 and get their Social Security pension. These are this is the job we're in. They would call on the call-in therapist show to say that they spend $100,000 on a webcam model. This is the job we're in. This is what it is.
Yeah, it's something you have to be okay with.
Yeah, I am. I find humor out of it, but like other people, they find like shame and guilt and all. I'm like, then go do something else.
Yep, not in this house. We don't have space for that here. We have space for growth, evolution, and making that bag, period. Well, let's actually pick up right there. So you mentioned that, a lot of people being stuck or having no clients, it's us being in our own way. Well, for myself personally, I've only been rocking this cowboy for 4 years, which is wild to me. But when I look back, I cannot count the amount of mistakes I have made. I want to know, with your extensive career, looking back, is there any one or couple decisions that you made that you would take back and say, nope, that put me down the wrong path?
My mistake is in-person work. So doing any of the in-person work where I'm either in a club or an agency, any of it where I'm working with other people who are trying to determine how marketable, desirable I am. I never needed to work with them at all. Like, because they, especially the agencies that were doing out calls and in calls and stuff like that, they put me in the psych ward. They did. And then they felt no shame about it at all because I was working with them They already knew I did adult films. It was this whole GFE, PSC thing that was happening. And I was like, why are they brought things on without my consent. They even found photos of me without my consent. So that environment of part of it that I was doing that was legal when the laws here in Canada said it was, and I'm working with them. And then the whole, because I do adult, I must, there's like these must rules that don't actually exist. They're put on pressure for you when times are slow. So all the, like when dancers, are touring, or like there's just certain things in sex work that become you must do. They're not must do, but they're coming out of people that are desperate to make money.
Yeah.
So that, and then we have to remember that we are in a fantasy industry based on instant gratification of when a guy is in the mood to jerk off. Yeah. That cycle could be 2:00 in the morning, could be 9:00 in the morning. We have no idea. It could be 4 in the afternoon because I have a day off. Or I'm working in the office and there's nobody here. Let me lock the door and log on a website and go see somebody. This is the mood we work with. It's not our mood. It's not the female mood. It's men. It's men. It's men. It's women performers for men. It's men performers for men. It's transgender people for men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I learned it from the dating websites. The dating websites, women are always free. They make men pay by the minute to access the websites. The party chat line, call now, single ladies, your neighborhood commercials, those. They said they couldn't charge women no matter how hard they try to market it. Say they Ashley Madison. Ashley Madison couldn't charge women on the website. They charged the men.
We don't need to pay. We are the commodity.
Yeah. Ladies' night free at the club before 11. Yes. That is
brilliant marketing. Yes.
I like how they all are connected. It's just real funny to me. But yeah, in-person work was never, I didn't need to. I could have stayed home and be a webcam model and make millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I fully
either I make millions of dollars or I invest $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
If one wasn't working, like if I couldn't make $1 million from webcamming, then let's figure out how to invest my money in the stock market to hit $1 million. One of them is easier. One of them is less. One of them happens in my sleep. Now when I log in my investments, it's $125,000 over the past 5 years. I didn't do anything for that. I only put $25,000 in there. To get to $1 million in investments versus how many hours I worked and how much money went in there, not even close to one. I didn't put $1 million in there. My physical earnings went in there and my investments. Then there's another one that gets government matching contributions that they deposit. The government deposits like $60,000. I'm like $20,000 or $19,000 in one account. Or something that's going to be $125,000 by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. As long as the stock market does what it does and politics does what it does, I don't have to touch it. And then I don't need it until I'm 71. I'm 40. That means I have 30 years of being in the stock market, moving my money account, letting it grow. So then all my other effort is making money online. And then being in Canada, making American money, $1 US is $1.40 Canadian. I always make 40% more money. Okay, things are slow, but my expenses are $100 a day since 2003 because there's no children, no kids, no deadbeat boyfriend with no job. I can literally put all of my effort and my earnings into reinvesting into me. Mm. And that's okay, like if webcamming doesn't pay all my bills for whatever reason, for me it will because of how long I've been online. I can't drop to this 0 level, never making any money. Mm-hmm. I get low, but I have residuals, or I have my YouTube channel, or I have an affiliate link, or I have someone buy an ebook online. So I never get fully to 0.
Yeah, you sell yourself.
You're making sure people recognize you online. If you're worried about anybody recognizing you online from either church people or friends or family, like I went and got my nails done and the lady said, my daughter watches your YouTube channel. She's doing my nails. Do I stop? Do I freak out? Do I get it and walk out this? No, you finished doing my nails. Like, oh, great. Your daughter watches my YouTube channel. Fantastic. Yeah. But it's the same thing with the fan in France who emailed me at 4:00 in the morning. He loves my videos. I don't know who he is. I don't know who the daughter is watching my YouTube channel. That my nail salon lady says my daughter watches your YouTube channel. I have no idea. I just know they watch the video. Great. They boost the algorithm. Maybe they'll buy something in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Would you say, well, it sounds like investing is one of the really important decisions you've made in your career. Do you remember any of the first, like, few key decisions you put in place to make this a sustainable, long-standing career and not just a flash fry?
Is showing up every day. So like, okay, there was a season I was chasing money. So when I was working in-person work, I was chasing money, whether it was videos or agencies or massage parlors, I was chasing money. But I was still chasing money that my results or how my income was dependent on other people, not dependent on me. When I became independent for outcalls, like seeing people like in person for full service work, I had to do both. I had to market, book, screen, collect the money, keep myself safe. And then maybe I had repeat customers. And that industry was so difficult because when I did well, other girls tried to sabotage me or other agencies tried to sabotage me. I had an agency owner come and threaten me at my house.
What?
Yeah. And because of the way our laws are and the way our work is seen and all, I couldn't like report every aspect of my work. I just had to move on.
Yeah.
So, like all of that. And then therapy, a lot of therapy, but you always have to make money.
Yes.
You always have to feed yourself. Like you always have to have clean clothes and your haircut and look like what my grandma calls somebody's child. And she has this thing where growing up, my grandmother would braid my hair, finish my hair, tap me on my head. I said, good, you look like somebody's child. Now don't go ruin it. Because she would spend all this time doing my hair. I would go play and my hair is already pulled out.
Destroyed.
Unraveled, destroyed, clip over here, bubble over there.
Just children make them cute, give it 5 minutes. They'll be back.
Yeah, because the amount of effort it takes to get ready. So like if we're in this work and you don't enjoy it, like if you logged on now and you work 2 hours and you don't feel like coming back on after 2 hours of making 15 cents or 10 cents and you don't log back on again, do something else.
Yeah.
And I mean in the most nicest, loving way possible. Like I'm recording this podcast now, but I literally mentally preparing, hey, do I log in at 10 p.m. and work till 2 a.m.? Or do I log in at 10 p.m. and work till 4 a.m.? I literally mentally prepare for that because my job is 24 hours. So if we're doing webcamming and it's in person, and I wish I only stuck with in-person work because it wraps around everything I'm doing. Okay, I didn't make money at 8 o'clock in the morning. Try again in 4 hours. Like the magic 8-ball. When it says try again and we shake the thing again, that's our job. We shake it again and try again. Okay, this outfit didn't make any money. Try the blue outfit. Try the green outfit. Even though it's the same pattern, same set collection that you bought because it's buy one, get one, whatever on sale. Maybe they didn't like the green outfit. Maybe they like the blue outfit. Maybe they like the short wig or the red wig or the glasses or without the glasses. We have no idea. We're dealing with men with a penis. But we don't. There's certain things with websites that are predictable. This is why the websites have been running as long as they've been running. But at its core, it's still a dude with a penis. Yeah. Just clicking on porn until they jerk off, or like they want to go jerk off again or get the best orgasm of their life, or maybe they're high intoxicated. When I had people that didn't finish, and they're like, oh, I didn't finish, but they're also on medications. You're also on this other stuff that affects their ability to the climax and finish. That has nothing to do with me. As long as I showed up and I look pretty and I put my best effort in and I'm enthusiastic and I'm happy to see you, that's what I focus on. Like smiles are free at McDonald's. Okay, great. Not like, so there's just certain things. Okay, we have maybe 7 things we have to do all the time to be successful. And then that's it. And then it gets really, really boring. And then because we're bored, we create drama. I realized that's what it was because of the way that the posts I see in community forums, it's everyone, they're bored and they're creating.
They're spicy girls. The people who are spicy, who are stuck in their house, who don't have coworkers. Yeah. Yeah.
But so the coworker thing, we don't need them. We need to socialize. Like I go to my barbershop and I talk to everybody in the barbershop, or I go to the coffee shop and I talk to, or people in the elevator, and we're talking about the laptop case that was in the lobby. Okay, great. And people in my neighborhood, my building that see me for 30 years in the building, well, not 30, but half of that, I've been here for 18. So it feels like 30. But I don't need to talk to them about work. I just need to show a pleasant, friendly, neighborly conversation. That's it. Okay, if you really, really need a bond with other people in the work who do the work, go to the industry conferences. We have them worldwide. Spend the money, go to the conference, buy the ticket, attend the webinars, attend the seminars, talk to the owner of your company that you work for. Let them know you exist, build a relationship with them. That is where you talk to people who do the exact work as you. My best friend needs to know my job, like 18 me starting. Yeah. My friends at that time that were mostly my real friends, they knew I would do this work. They knew it was inevitable because my lifestyle choices are ready for me to risk with. But there was a certain point in time they thought I would stop. So in year 7, year 5, they're like, oh, you still do this? And I'm like, yes. They're like, well, you can't do something else. I go, why am I doing something else?
Why would I have this?
They weren't prepared for me being full-time Minnie St. They thought I would retire. They thought I would just move on to something else. Not, oh, I really like it, is really successful, is doing really well. Like when Drake became Drake and he's on Degrassi and now he's Drake. And his friend told him, oh, why are you going to be Drake? Really? He would find new friends. Like, hello, Cardi B being Cardi B. She would find new friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why we think we have to keep everybody with us.
Surround ourselves with our supporters. Everyone else can.
Yeah, we can kick them out the plane.
I'm so sorry if that is so loud. My gardeners just showed up, so it is very loud over here. I will cut that out.
On your end, I have no idea what's going on.
We love that. Perfect. So we just talked about keeping ourselves sustainable by showing up. So speaking on maintaining sustainability and longevity in the industry, let's just talk platforms. They are pissy and they are always changing terms of service, everything, just making things harder for us every turn. So what does entrepreneurial independence look like in practice when you're building it on these platforms that are fighting you every turn?
Well, they're not fighting us. They're not making it harder for us. They want us to work, but we also have to deal with the law changing, Visa, MasterCard changing, market shifts are changing. So like how a lot of our trends come from TikTok, or a lot of our trends come from hip hop community or different artists. Even the documentary I watched for OnlyFans, mainstream celebrities went to OnlyFans because they couldn't get jobs as actors. It wasn't like they wanted to be an OnlyFans model. They wanted to make money keeping their celebrity status. So like when you built up a certain status in the industry and it changes, there's a lot of things you want to hold on to forever. And platforms I've been with since 2003 and I'm still with them now. And a couple months ago, one of them updated the terms and conditions. I have to log in and say, I agree to follow with them. Mm-hmm. So either you follow with them or you go build your own platform. But building your own platform, you don't have the traffic, you don't have the user data, you don't have the UX design, the develop, all the technology stuff that's built into a platform to be up and running, and also stay legally compliant. Because when customers ask for things that are against the law, you're not supposed to do them. And I say, because it's something I watch, some interview I watch where models are doing things that are illegal against the website and then wonder why they're banned. You're supposed to say, no, I don't really do that. That's against the rules. Can you try something else?
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds interesting, but I cannot do that here.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to talk about something else that I'm allowed to do here. You're supposed to redirect them into encourage their positive behavior. So if you're encouraging the negative behavior and then log on tomorrow morning, like the website banned me. What did you do that you said, I agree, I will not do, that they ban you? So they're not making anything harder. It's the same when tax laws change every year, every tax season. Canada just did the budget for 2025. They changed some things in there. They made things harder for certain demographic of people. But overall, they're trying to make everything balanced and budget and keep everybody happy. But you're still going to miss out on making everybody happy. So like with platforms changing, they have a lot of people to answer to. They have legal to answer to, accounting to answer to, laws to answer to, politics to answer to. We like as creator independent contractors, we're not doing all of the ass kicking. We're not kissing butt with everybody. We're just not. If we
That's
had to
true. Thank God.
have everybody in our phone book to being compliant with everybody in our meeting, our board meeting, to give everybody happy, we would go insane. Most of our job is to show up and agree, I'm going to operate properly on the platform, play by the rules, so that when I hit the threshold to get paid, I get paid.
And that makes sense to me. If you're going to be on a platform, you're getting those benefits. There's a trade for everything. For every benefit you get in the entire world, anywhere, there's a trade for it. You give, you take. So today we have a couple questions that were asked specifically from our Patreon members. They were asked within the private Creators Spicy Chat Telegram group that is connected with the Patreon. And the first question of theirs is, during the rise and falls of the economy, what have you done that keeps your clients consistently coming back? How do you ride that wave?
You just do. Like, because working from home, so many things want people to make money from home. This whole, okay, yes, the economy will change over time. But I'm 40. There's going to be another crash in the economy between 50 and 60 and 70.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm not going to figure out how to build skills and learn marketing and sales and branding and coaching and build a community online that buys a membership, because adult websites in 2003, the membership website model was very based on someone spending $10 a month for 3 months minimum, trying to get 100 members in your website on residual income a month. Right there, that's over $10,000 a month. That was our benchmark in the industry back then, when people were talking about websites and how much they made from their websites and stuff like that. We have that now in OnlyFans. The only difference about OnlyFans, you don't have to build that thing from scratch. You don't have to make sure it's... I hate the
platform, but at least it's there.
Because the amount of stuff that's in there that I know we had to build from scratch or buy a license to use it, like the live stream software. We're trying to use JamOnCam or TooMuch.net, their software to built into my website, Minnie St. or Minnie Holly. That thing was $30,000 by itself before I pressed broadcast. And it broke a lot. Like, now we're on Riverside. Okay, there's YouTube live stream, there's TikTok, there's Twitch. Everything does live stream video. So when people complain about percentages, you're like the percentage you're paying is so they do the work that you don't have to hire people individually to do. Like affiliates. Affiliates that spend the time to get traffic that converts to your website on demand, pretty much, because they spend the time and money in getting high quality converting traffic. That 30% commission that they take, or their 10%, or their paper order or paper action based on the customer, that is what you're paying for. That is what keeps you able to work tomorrow morning. The most important thing about websites is that they pay you on time with their accounting schedule. That is the most, because I worked with websites back in the day that sent me a check and the check bounce.
No.
And when the check bounced, I still had to pay it back at the bank. So a company sent me a $450 US dollar check, turns out to almost $600 Canadian. I had to pay it back. Or I went in collections. So like there's certain things I just don't worry about, because what I worry about here is all the energy I can do. Like I just can't. So like website didn't pay me. Why isn't the website paying me? That's what I focus on, which is what I did. Paxum and the websites I work with, they changed the email address to my Paxum email, and I'm freaking out for 4 days trying to make sure it's working. And it did. I freaked out. Hours later, I get paid.
You know, that's a really great perspective for platforms. I hate platforms, period. That percentage pisses me off. But the way you're saying, I need to check my privilege, because at least I don't have to build my own goddamn platform. Thank you. Check myself. Thank you.
But it's also, so like how we have customers in the chat room and they're inappropriate, they're breaking the rules, they say things that they need to get banned from the website. You would have to do that manually for every customer that does that if you owned the entire platform. As in, like, you built the software, you built the back end, you built the billing, you built all the graphics, you built all the live streaming. And then when your website crashes or blacks out or internet connection, how like this just dipped in our connection. You would have to tech support to figure it out, not just send me okay and press refresh and come back in. That's all we had to do. Press refresh, come back in. As long as our internet wasn't out completely,
Yeah.
You were fine. So this is why I don't worry about big problems, because worrying about the percentage is worrying about a big problem. If you were a model who was making the website a lot of money and needed a bigger percentage, you can negotiate with the company for the bigger percentage because you already shown your value. You already show you convert traffic. You already show you build your brand. You already show that you could be bigger than their platform. So it's better for them to work with you than work against you. That's a different conversation. But most of the models are starting out brand new. The amount of posts I see online, you're brand new, you didn't do anything, you're afraid of your new model tag being expired, and you don't even use it, but you're worried about your percentage. Are you making $10,000 a month or a week? Hell, even a day for a website? Can you log on and actually convert customers to spend money on you where they literally forget, like in Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Because remember when we were kids in Chuck E. Cheese and we get tokens and then our parents pull out the wallet and then all of a sudden they spend $300 and like, oh my God, we spent $300 at Chuck E. Cheese.
You don't notice that until you get the bill at the end of the night and you're like, how?
You don't notice it for the car ride home when your parents are complaining. And then you wait a couple months, it's your birthday, you're at Chuck E. Cheese for your birthday.
You're there again, spending 300 to 400 more. Yes.
Dad, this is the job we're in. This is the job we're in. Like, and it's also in wrestling. It's in every event that has a personality that has to bring in the audience to buy the tickets and spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like the circus does it, Globetrotters does it, The Rock did it. Like, we're not different. Cardi B does it every time she wants to promote a song and then goes on her OnlyFans and does a sample release on her OnlyFans. That's what we're doing. Like, I don't get why people don't see, like RuPaul does it every time he does a drag race. You know, every time someone wins a RuPaul drag race, that's a platform to kick off. That's their new model tag. Either they do it right or they don't do it at all. I don't know why models are like, oh, I want to start my new model tag over. So you fucked up. Okay, work harder.
Like, you know what? That's a good lesson.
It's the core of everything. And it's in everywhere. The way I pointed out where it is in regular jobs outside of adult, you don't see Cardi B like, you know what? I really messed up that first album. I got to start all over again. No, she just makes a new fucking album and have another baby. That's it. Bad. Pretty. That's honest. That's actually true. I thought it was exaggeration. No, it's true. That's what she does.
Well, let's say you were starting from the beginning. Take it from today's platforms available. If you were starting ground zero, which cam site and which social channel would you use to restart, to rebuild?
Well, I kind of already did that. The reinventing myself, 2008, when I did the bad decision of in-person work to going back to online, it was my YouTube channel. I'm on my third channel because YouTube is weird. They didn't want adult content. And they did. Then they kept deleting my channel. Then I started switch to personal finance. The main switch to personal finance was to stay on the platform. Mm-hmm. So me talking about personal finance and less about being a webcam model was purposely to stay on the platform for YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then with being on disability, I couldn't talk about personal finance if I'm accessing government assistance. I need to address my elephant in my room, which was government assistance, being on disability benefits. Then I can talk about personal finance. So when I addressed that issue for myself, it just made it easier. Then, of course, I'm an entrepreneur. I've never really had a job outside of the house in 2008. And then I did try to have a job, I think 2021, when I would try the seasonal job at the elections, because every year they hire a lot of people to organize the elections when it comes up in Canada. I thought, okay, great. I could do that. That job is so exhausting. I thought, no, it's not. Plus, they hired me the day before the election, expecting me to be ready the next day to work the election. I didn't have, so when I worked a call center job, you're in training for about 2 weeks to a month. Then you have a week of answering phones on the call with your trainer in the call center for about a week until you're fully ready to be on the phone by yourself. And then you're in the wild and then they only see you for quality assurance. That is 10 times easier than working a seasonal job for the elections that comes up every 4 years or depending when they call it.
I can imagine.
The schedule for elections, I don't know anymore, but I definitely know people that work elections, different breed of people. Working from home, in your own environment, whether it's in this industry or something else online that makes money, 10 times better. Yes, it's exhausting. It's a lot of work, but eventually it gets boring as fuck where I nap all day long. It really does. And there's times where I would go take a nap, wake up, make $100 American. Great. Groceries, go back to bed.
Yeah,
all I had to remember was the pay date that money was coming to me. That was it. And then websites now offer daily pay. Ideally, I should be working nonstop for the daily pay because that would speed up so much in my personal finances from daily pay. It's not like daily pay has to be like $10,000 or $1,000. Daily pay consistently $100 a day for $3,000 a month, US dollars, and then convert it to Canadian. I'm set. I'm good for a month and a half.
That's
cozy.
Yeah.
Exactly, because I know my numbers, and knowing my numbers makes me better at my job as a webcam model because I know my numbers. And I'm not staying online longer than I need to be there. So even last night, I'm on there for 2.5 hours and a regular tipped me and I got 35 cents. Yes, but I was there for 2.5 hours. That means anybody who knew who's like, oh, I can't do anything right now. Let me come back when I get paid. I need to show back up again so they can fulfill that. They already made a promise to themselves that they'll see you again next time you're online. You have to be online next time to give them the opportunity to click the button buy now so they buy.
That's a damn
video. You make a video you send to the pay-per-view messages so they see it. You have to be in their face so they spend more money, whether it's live video, upload a video, send them a picture, whatever it is that you're in their notifications that you sent them the contact. Like you're building the relationship. Yeah, that. So that is mostly my focus now. It's like the industry changing, websites, platform changing. Yes, it's going to happen. But I have a crossover from adult and non-adult content now. I just don't have adult content. I have both. Because I have both, I have to service a lot of people in the audience to keep them spending money or buying an ebook or buying something. Like the level of demographic I cross over in, because either entrepreneurs with disabilities. I try to focus on entrepreneurs with episodic disabilities. Then cam models. Okay, great. Cam models are pretty much everybody. People with disabilities are kind of pretty much everybody. Then I'm there listening to Dave Ramsey's show, and the gentleman that called in, he's in the VA, he's on disability, but his wife could work. His wife could have an online business. So if they want to turn his disability story of being a veteran who's now on disability and building an online business where he's an affiliate marketer for different companies selling their products, because the products are already built, then they need you promoting their products so the company makes sales. That's a lot of products and services and software. Like Riverside has an affiliate program. If you want to join and promote Riverside, you could do that. And everyone who wants to be a podcaster, which is a lot of them, if you check Facebook groups, there's a lot of them who want to know what platform to start, what software to use, do my microphone. You know how many times people comment on my microphone, they want my microphone? Exactly. A lot of people. But if every time you comment on my microphone, I give you my affiliate link to go buy my microphone, I would make a good amount of money.
Absolutely.
So the movie Truman Show I watched in high school for English media class. Truman's born on a movie TV set. Doesn't know everybody is on the job to promote every product in his life as a commercial. But that's what we are. We're shopping channel people. Then it helps to watch QVC for a couple hours to figure out how to sell your products and services that are not adult related. Or
market research is market research.
Or we start with 11's Toys. Every time Lovin sends you a product, review the product, make a video of the product. I did that. I have to do it again. Like in a sense, because there's a job description of toy reviewers for adult websites, for the adult toy web. Adam and Eve has it. I think Pink Cherry, a lot of them have it. So they would have people audition to be a toy reviewer, but a lot of them rejected my application. Then I was like, screw it. Who has an affiliate program? Because the affiliate program, you don't have to audition to be selling their products and services. You just have to build your audience, know your audience wants these products and services, and then sell it to them. Like the cleaning TikToks, the level of cleaning TikTok video that have a mop that you should buy in their affiliate link on Facebook.
Yeah,
exactly. Once you see it everywhere. But I'm also trying to figure out what things I want to pick that I can stick with to make money on a regular basis.
Yeah, very smart.
if I go through my spreadsheet where I list all the companies that I could make money with because I like them, it's like 25 right now that I remember right now. So like once you join this ecosystem of making money online, the people that make a lot of sales in that company, when they join a new opportunity, they will email you to be their business partner in that opportunity. So you always have an opportunity to make money in something online, because online only sells things in like 3 ways: video, article, audio.
Mhm.
Or they ship you a book or whatever that you bought on their website to your house. That's it. There's not a whole lot that online does. So it's a good idea to master what online does to make money. Since
Yeah.
we're all trying to get a smartphone the minute we're 16, which I still don't know why, but yeah. To watch TikTok, which makes no sense. I don't understand. We watch a commercial for the iPhone, to buy the iPhone, to go on the internet in the iPhone,
And watch commercials.
to buy another iPhone.
It is a cycle. It is a cycle. Speaking of cycles, we do have another question from our Patreon community. And it does kind of relate to this. So after so many years in the industry, how in the hell? Because I've run out of ideas every other week. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of clues of what to do for content, to make money, whatever. How do you keep coming up with new shit, new ideas, new concepts to keep your content fresh and your audience engaged?
So my new content is only for my YouTube channel. My new content is not adult content. My adult content is building the companion online girlfriend experience where I show up, I'm pleasant. It's more of me doing the live broadcast where I'm on the sites and then customers are in the room and they talk to me. It's mostly of like interacting that they talk to me. I don't do, I probably should invest in new wardrobe and wigs and makeup and things like that. But even that, I think at most I would make a cooking video or a cleaning video or a yoga video or exercise video. I don't do a lot of let's make this new photo shoot, fashion show, video, role play content. That was never me in the beginning. I tried with the ex-boyfriend because he had a lot of fantasies and scenarios he wanted to act out. I couldn't do it. I would do it, but it felt forced. It felt robotic. It just felt like
work.
This doesn't, it's supposed to turn you on, but it doesn't turn me on. So how am I supposed to do something that doesn't turn me on to turn you on? Because I already learned a long time, if I'm into it, like sexually into it, then yeah, it's going to be the amazing thing in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a customer only wants to see my butthole for 40 minutes. I don't do a lot of talking. There's not a lot of talk. There's maybe asking if he's okay, but that's about it. There's not, like, can you see this? Do I got to zoom in? I'm only asking him if he's enjoying the experience the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot, or if I can see them, the lower half, telling them to slow down so they don't finish before time is up. That's pretty much it. And then I learned that was jerk off instructions, but I wasn't naturally a jerk off instruction person. I just needed them to slow down so that I don't feel like you're rushing to go away.
Absolutely.
Like, for me, I'm trying to make sure that they're present, that they're here, that they're talking to me. This is why, like, there's a certain demographic of customers that I really like because they're not in the rushing to climax type of person online. They're like, oh, I just want to see you. Oh, your outfit is nice. Like, especially customers that see me from 18 to 40, they've seen my body change. So they're more worshiping my womanly body than, oh, let's have this orgasmic experience. We could. I've done it for an hour and I'm sweating my wig out, but it's never been my primary focus. It was always about making sure I'm available to talk to these people. And then if they want to go deeper in conversation or more explicit in conversation, is say, hey, we should take this to private chat. It was always that way. It was never put all my hoo-ha and everything out in the open like it's on sale. Because I've learned to get them to buy the milk. Don't give away the cow. That's how I learned it. Yeah.
Right, we do have another question from the Patreon group, but this time we're going to switch a little more towards health. Think mental, physical health, emotional well-being. So somebody asked, when your body is tired, and your mind is tired, when you are not in the goddamn mood, you said your key is to show the fuck up to work. How do you, when you're in that space, show the front door up to work and sit there?
Well, if you had a job outside the house, 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, because I had a job that was 8 to 4, 9 to 5, 10 to 6, 11 to 7, and 12 to 8, or we'd see everybody every hour come in at their shift. And then we were always jealous of people who left and started 8 to 4. The 8 to 4 people, we were jealous because they were gone. We were forgetting they woke up early.
Yeah.
Got to work. So then they got to leave early. Well, if you're 12 to 8 and you want to go to the club and be there before 11 to get in free, you could, but you're rushing. You know you're rushing because there's rush hour. I got to eat. I got to shower. I want to pre-drink. There's a whole prep of going out to the club on a Friday night with the job. So when you're tired and don't want to, there's different levels of tired. I know that. There's some tired. I take a nap. I can bounce back online. I can work my night shift midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm fine. Night shift at home is roughly the same as night shift in a call center. A night shift in a call center, to stay awake, you're eating more food. I asked my parents, dad works as a bus driver, my mom works as a nurse. I go, how do you guys stay up after 4 o'clock in the morning? And they're like, well, you're kind of into it and you're just busy and whatever. But my dad's like, yeah, I just mostly eat. Well, my dad made me food. That's when I figured it out. My dad made my lunch for my job at 4 o'clock in the morning. He was like, yeah, man, it's food. He was trying to make it like strategic. No, he eats food after midnight to stay up, which
makes sense. Fuel your body.
Yes, but because of our business being the fantasy business that it is, eating more food over time does add more weight because we're stationary. We're not active, physically moving around in our job a lot. So then I'm learning the weight gain I'm gaining is not attractive to my persona. So if I want to maintain my persona, I have to maintain a lifestyle that maintains the image of my persona. So now I literally have to change my whole lifestyle, eating schedule, exercise schedule, routine schedule. So like the routine schedule of housework. Then now that I found a cleaning service that can come in and do my cleaning, I'm going to hire a maid. Fuck this shit, me trying to do everything by myself. Same thing with laundry. I'm not doing laundry by myself if I don't have to. I'm going to send out laundry there's a pickup service and delivery service for laundry, or I drop off for wash and fold. Groceries are delivered. Then groceries, I pre-plan all my meals. The food you eat also makes you tired. Depending on what you're eating and when you eat it. Because, yeah, this job is tiring when you're online for long hours and nobody's tipping in your room. But those are the days you focus on how many hours you want to broadcast online. So I keep talking about last night, I did 2.5 hours. Yeah, I did 2.5 hours, nothing happening, 2.5. I could have logged back on. I could have watched some Smallville, have a snack, go for a walk. It'll give me a mental break. But you have to shift your energy. This is also why me building my home gym will be important, because it shifts the energy. Because the only way you can actually maintain working the 4 to 8 hours a day and being home all the time, you need a break outside of your apartment or home or wherever you're working. You need a physical change of, I put my coat on, I went outside, I went to get coffee, then I came back home. Or like, I went for a walk around the block and I came back and I went logged on. You literally just can't see your home and work environment all the time, every minute of the day to do it. And that only happens when you set out your schedule where you literally block out like 11 a.m. I should be exercising in the morning. So I do the Monday to Friday, it's content online. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is content online. But Wednesday, my Wednesdays is all day webcamming all day long, every 4 hours. There's a 3-hour break in the morning. But still, even if I have that 3-hour break, I have 4 hours on webcam, 2-hour break of nothing. I go back on webcam until 4 in the morning. But I physically have to make sure that did I go outside? Did I check the mailbox? Did I see snow?
Yeah. Let yourself out of your own cage. Don't self-impose yourself in prison just to work. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, pretty much, and then show up like you care about the job. So like the big thing about being online now with my room, yeah, I have to redo my desk. My desk needs to be on wheels so it can move around with me. then my
Smart.
whole setup of what's on camera has to look attractive that matches the studios on the website, because we're competing with everybody in media, in our entertainment media. We're competing with Cardi B people who want to be the next rapper or dancer or whatever. And then we're competing with other studios where studios literally have a contract with the website to deliver high quality performances and models on the website.
Mm-hmm. And it's
everywhere.
just little old us.
Pretty much. Like, I try to find another option for it. There isn't one. We literally have to match what's there, or we build our own platform from scratch.
Yeah. And that's doable. That is a doable thing for anyone. Just put in the time, the energy, the effort, reinvest in your own business.
The whole success leaves clues. Yeah, I saw them. And then I'm trying to act like, well, that can't be right. No, that is the clues. This is how you solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
This is the picture on the box. This is it.
Absolutely. So can we touch a bit, last little section, we'll touch on your past history and growth. You are one of the first and longest lasting Black female cam models.
Yes, I am.
You
Shit, don't you forget it.
that when you came in, it was a different world, not the best. I can only imagine you had to face some absolute bullshit. So if you feel comfortable, can I ask, how have you approached the racial biases and even platform or audience stigma? And what approaches have you used to turn friction into leverage?
The racism is there, but the racism is there in any other environment worldwide. Because when I go to networking events and I talk to other people of color, their racism is they can't get promotion in their jobs. Mm-hmm. For us, we're told we're not attractive when we damn well know our customers are spending money on us because they like our hoo-ha and we're attractive. The reason they jerk off is because we're attractive. Like, the penis does the picking, which I learned from Patty Stanger, the dating coach.
I'm going to file that away.
But the reason I say that, because of the private chat I had, the dude only wants to see my butthole, then the other guy who just wants to jerk off as fast as possible. They're both white men. So I'm literally told I'm not attractive, but I can see them physically enjoying me on camera.
Lord.
And people I've dated, like people I've been physically intimate with, that I've dated that are not Black, where as far as I can, their penis did exactly what it was supposed to do. So, but I also, it's really weird. So like when you're working with in-person companies, if there's a male owner of the company and they don't find you attractive, for whatever reason, they can't separate general attractiveness to what's attractive to them that turns them on. They act like that's the industry going to not have you be successful. And it also goes with, like, last year, I'm talking to people outside of the industry trying to branch to another industry. And they're like, sex work, are you supposed to retire by now? I said, says who?
And says you, queen, got time.
It's because they don't find me attractive, so they add this label of I should retire. When my work, the customers are not saying they want to see more of me, or they wish they saw me in a certain timeline that I'm not there anymore. And then there was a campsite. They're now a studio or affiliate or a partner for a different website, but they fully posted online on a forum that they only hired me on the website because they needed a Black girl. I can probably dig it up online on StripperWeb, but they purposely said it. And I'm trying not to say their name anymore, because if you go to their website domain, it goes to a different website. It goes to a whole different company. So they're trying to
they were just sold out.
Yeah, they're trying to redirect and rebrand themselves to appear as a studio, appear as affiliate, appear as a partner program in the industry. So like me talking, like even Chatterbait, when Chatterbait started, they weren't as Chatterbait as what they are now. For me, Chatterbait was stealing my photos. Well, exactly. So like for other people, and they're like, oh, I make all this money on Chatterbait. I go, that's great, but I'm not really trying to work with them. And I tried to erase what happened to me with Chatterbait in the beginning, where they were stealing my mini cam girl photo shoot. There's a certain specific photo shoot that I did that was on their website, because they used to post models' pictures on their website and redirect it to different websites for the affiliate program. which is common. It like a lot of websites
Yeah.
do. When models think their stuff is being stolen, it's not always being stolen. It's just that they could be an affiliate of the website, and the website told them they could take screenshots of the models on the website to promote the website to them so they make money on their affiliate link. And there's so many websites like that. We had a website one time called Cam Girls Hide, where it was a community forum for promotional purposes only, where they had different contests, where they listed all the types of contest videos you can make to be relevant, which would have been my content idea generation bank on that website. But now I have to get it from the other website. So each website that does a promotion or a contest that says they want you to make a video in this theme, that's my content. But
Also, kind of like many petitions. They
Exactly.
do the. I'm smart.
Yeah, we like our websites are telling us what they want to have on their websites, and if we do it in higher quality, we get picked as the promotional model, which is what happened with me with Streamate. They used some of my photos, my high quality photos, in their marketing for the Ebony model section of their affiliate program, and I didn't know about it until I saw it on another website. But I wasn't upset by it. I was impressed by it. I was happy about it because I'm being recognized out there in the marketplace. So it's pretty much like there's a lot of this industry that we can do, but I also see a lot of models want to do this. They don't want to be recognized. They don't want to be found out. They want to keep it hidden. They want all the benefits without doing all the work or the consequences.
Wrong job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reason you Google me and you see me everywhere, you see my hoo-ha everywhere, I agreed.
You do. Everybody who goes into this industry, you're agreeing.
Like you're agreeing to the aspect that makes you more money. So I'm not agreeing to every little thing they want me to do. I fully told you there's certain things I tell them customers, no, I don't do that, but we need to do something else. Like I literally say, hey, try again. Like, give me another idea. So I don't go in thinking I'm going to do every little thing that they ask for. No, there's certain things I do, like customers in my room and they call me racial slurs. No, I don't put up with it.
Mm-mm.
But they're not smarter, but they're getting coy. Is that the word I'm trying to? It's a way that they throw it in there. They throw it in there in the middle of what they're doing. So like if they're
try and get away with it.
Yeah, if they're pleasing themselves in the private chat and they call me a racial slur in it and I don't slow down on my side, I miss it. So I purposely have to always pay attention to what they say and what they write and get quick to report, keep notes, keep screenshots, end the show and miss out. You don't miss out on money necessarily because you're making the environment safe for you. How can you miss out on money if you're making your work environment safe? And then I don't talk about it again after it happened. I let it go. You can't carry it. If I carried every bad thing a customer said to me from 2003 till now, I wouldn't get out of bed. Or a company that said to me, like how in the beginning I told you the cam studio I work with the ad in the paper, the guy was a bad guy, but he's dead. I can't hold on to that. Like,
live, learn, move on. Yeah.
Then if I'm going to hold on to what that dude did when he ran an ad in the paper for his studio to be a webcam site, I shouldn't do this job. Mm-hmm. So if I'm going to do this job, I have to love every aspect of this job and do the best of my ability of this job so I can actually turn the income I make from the job into what I want it to be.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing in this world that pays like what we do. I looked.
They are the golden handcuffs. You will never earn as much, as fast, as easily as you will in this industry.
I mean, the golden handcuff is weird because it's seen as a trap, but we're not. We have the freedom to have, because everything costs money.
Absolutely.
And then if we're young and pretty and youthful and all that and attractive and willing to be exhibitionists and be naked online, that's already a foundation of making a lot of money. Like so okay, great. You want to use that to go to college. You want to use it to buy a house. You want to use it to pay for kids to go to school or send it to your family back home. You can, but cussing the job as you do it is a bad idea. You're better off to go work in some physically demanding job that already has people that do that every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. If you can't find love for it, you're going to hate it, and your clients will see that.
And the posts online are just going to get more of it. Like I noticed that because I wasn't working a lot of this year, but I was always seeing posts online on the community sites, like Camgirl Problems and all the other forums that we have. And every time I read it, if I read your post and you're posting something that's already down and depressing, I absorb that energy, and if I didn't, especially if I didn't start work, if I didn't log on work, then I'm absorbing what you posted and you're like, oh, it's dead online. It was dead online when you posted it 2 hours ago. But 2 hours later, and if I make $300, is that dead or dead for you?
Yeah.
Because we are not the same person.
Yeah.
Like what happened, like what you posted 15 minutes ago and you log on and your regular showed up who's ready to spend $300 on you, but you logged off because you said it's dead. It's not. Because, and I realized because of my regular who only tips me gold on a website. He doesn't go private chat a lot. He only tips gold. But when I check his history of how much he spent on me, it's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's 22. So he's trying to watch sports. He's trying to have a girlfriend, maybe have a job. Like we have these weird expectations on customers. These are people with actual things they have to do in the real world.
Yes. Whole humans.
Demand of them and they demand of them because they're men. The role that they have to play in their lives for people in their lives that depend on them, they have to. We are their stress reliever escape. So us sitting there be like, oh, I didn't make any money. Well, did you try to get Joe Blow in your room to spend $5? Because there's a whole thing on the websites that they pay you a bonus when you convert a new customer who spends money on you. So if you have a lot of newbies or grays in your room, and you're like, oh, I'm blocking all the grays, but you're blocking out money. Because if they got approved for a credit card tomorrow morning and they activate that card and add it to the website and spend it on you, you miss out on money.
Very smart.
So
very smart.
This is the way I had to reframe love again, the work again, because the bad things about the work, it's not the work, it's the people who did the bad things. Mm-hmm. The people are gone. It's just me now. So what is Minnie, me, myself, and I doing?
Yes, bad people did bad things, but the job didn't. The job is what's going to be here forever, and it's up to me to decide if I'm still here at the end of that forever with the job. That's a really good point. So now, what I'm hoping is we can turn away towards something you've put so much passion and energy behind, and that's financial independence and conversations surrounding government benefits. You and I, we both share a experience that likely hundreds of thousands of other creators share, which is balancing content creation, growing and scaling our own personal businesses, and benefiting from government programs. So for myself, I was on disability when I started in adult content creation. And it's a goddamn tricky road to navigate. Oh my God. It's completely different for every country even. But in general, what decision framework do you use to stay compliant with government benefit programs and grow your business?
Okay. So worldwide, every government benefit is going through this weird debate or policy change or shutdown. That part, you can't let it bother you.
Mm-hmm.
Like even me, like yes, I'm on government assistance, but over the weekend, I reported all the income I earned in October because legally I have to every month. They got it. Invoices, who paid me, receipts, if they ask, keep all the records that they will ask for and give it to them because you kind of have to treat like taxes at the same time. Mm-hmm. This is why I posted on Camgirl Problem somewhere about record keeping and taxes. You have to do it. It's part of adults. The adult you has to do it. And I learned that the minute my dad gave me my social insurance number and said, here for the rest of your life. He gave it to me. He said, memorize it and you're going to need it for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And it's true. And also taxes for the rest of your life. And also we file an income tax return so someone has to file an income tax return for me when I pass away. Because on my tax return application, it says, is the person deceased? I have to eventually hire someone to do that in my future when I pass away. So and then I updated the payment records for YouTube.
Hmm?
Someone could do it for my business entity on my behalf as a power of attorney.
Very nice.
All my residual income out there that's paying me, some of them can pay me when I'm long gone and dead. So either I'm on disability benefits or I'm not. Either way, you're legally responsible for these things and you have to do them to the best of your ability, or hire somebody or work with someone who does it like regularly. And no matter what, you have to figure it out and report it to them and gather your documents and give it to the government and then access benefits. Then the minute your income is too high, where you're too rich for government benefits, throw a party, have some cake, get back to work. Because it's also because every system is different. So me being in Ontario, I'm on Ontario Disability Support Program. I access the disability tax credit. I have an open registered disability savings plan. I get access to Canada disability benefit. Then I'm worried about this new one-time payment coming out. There's so much fucking things in that thing I gotta remember that I don't want to. And the only way not to do the things and remember those things that I don't want to, I have to make more fucking money. And I never really get rid of it because of the way the government set up a paying for my medical expenses, my prescriptions. My prescriptions for my multiple sclerosis are covered in another part of the government that will be there when I'm no longer on Ontario Disability Support Program, because how that application process is different than Ontario Disability Support Program. So like I have this thing in my images out there, my AI images, a golden maze, because it's like a game of good Jumanji. Straight up. It really is. You get to level 7. Great. Snakes with 2 heads pop out, and then you have to defeat that thing. And Greek mythology, when you cut off the head of one, 2 more grew back. That is what's happening with policy benefits. So like, yeah, they're stressful. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. But if you're making your money on a consistent, regular, sustainable basis, it doesn't give a flying fuck what the government says. And then like, there's Graham Cochran. He used to be on government assistance himself. But he makes so much money selling online courses and coaching for his brand that he doesn't care. So when he hit the month of making more money to no longer need SNAP or food bank or whatever program he was on, he just walked away and that was it.
That's what I did.
Thank you for your service. I paid my taxes to access the benefits when I needed it. You no longer need it. Go on living your life. Your taxes will pay for those services to help somebody else.
Yeah.
Great. Keep on moving. Like, start a foundation. Help other people learn what you're doing to not be on government assistance. That's it. There's going to be people that need it, that don't have the mindset to save themselves. They really think something or some outside force is supposed to save them and change. No, it's not going to.
No,
I talked about that in so many different life stories. Outside doesn't change. I did. No matter which thing I went through in life, it was me that went everywhere in all those scenarios, and then me had to get myself out of them.
Yes.
Even though, yeah, mom, dad, and grandma were there, and they sent money whenever they could. It wasn't like millions of dollars they sent me. It's here's a couple $100 for your troubles. Here's pocket money. So, yeah, the whole government assistance thing, all the policies are a pain in the ass. But the wording in the policy that controls your money is what you have to pay attention to. So like your assets you're allowed to have, the income you're allowed to make, what happens if you become a spouse and you have a spouse that makes more money than you, what happens when you have children and the money and them going to school. Every financial decision that you would make by yourself is already decided by the government policy on social assistance benefits. The only thing to not have that take over your life is you make more money than what they say you're allowed to have. Report it to them, send it to them, give receipts, tell them fuck off and thank you very much for your services and go about your day.
Yes.
Give them so much paperwork that they have to dig around to find out, how did you do this? And then be like, hey, you know what? You did really good and you're no longer eligible. Great.
Yeah.
You know, like when people leave the cancer ward and they ring that bell?
Yeah.
Because they're done their treatment for cancer? That's what we're doing. That's pretty much it. Where some people have rang the cancer bell so hard, they broke it. We're doing that.
Yeah.
That is the mission.
Let's be the next ones to break the damn bell. We chat a little bit about your in-person experiences. And I want to hear a little bit more on it. The legality, the changes in legislation and things like that.
Well, I mean, so 2008, alcohols were legal. And then I think 2014, 2015, because I remember protesting. I did a couple protests in my life. One of them was not registered as an official protest. I did slut walk. And then when Canada was changing the laws, I think 2014, 2015, when we had conservative government, I think Mike Harris, I don't remember who it was. But either way, the laws changed in a way that made it harder to do in-person work. But in-person work in the sense of full service sex work. But we still have body rub parlors are still legal because I can check the City of Toronto website and find out how much it costs to get my license to be working in a massage parlor. And you need the license for body rub parlors before you're hired to work in an establishment. Same thing with strip clubs. It's the license, a police background check, then you need a club to hire you. But the in-person environment, like I mentioned earlier, really, really ridiculously racist and also ageist. So like how I've been working in adult entertainment since 2003, and now that I'm 40, I could work, but I have to look fantastic body-wise for 40 to be hired. So it's not like I can just show up now and get work. No, my body has to fit European beauty standards, featureism and colorism and all these things where I have to be an exceptionally attractive Black woman that the owner of the agencies that already know who I am from my brand online, they're willing to hire me on, they're willing to advertise me, they're willing to mention me on the schedule. So I get a chance to make money. And I'm not 20. So 20-year-old brain, what we would be open to or impressionable to or gullible to, I'm not anymore. So the level of, like, I remember being in the club when I was younger, the strip club, and my wig was just awful. And the guy's like, you can come to my shop and get a new wig. But he was also trying to be a pimp at the same time. So 40-year-old me would not even entertain any of it. But 20-year-old me would follow him the next day, show up at the shop, get a new wig, because, you're young and desperate or young and impressionable. The fresh meat, I don't have it anymore. But the industry has changed so much. Like there's this interview of my grandma's an escort. The lady in the documentary, she still has her OnlyFans. She's making $20,000 a month where she's quadrupling her pension in her 70s on OnlyFans. So, but we also have to be very, very legally mindful of what part of the work we're doing is legally allowed. The law was or it wasn't, and it changed. And we cannot cross over in-person work with online work in majority of the platforms. Because the first thing they tell you on the I agree list is not to engage in sex trafficking or prostitution or meeting in person. And the minute sometimes if you just mention it, you can get banned on the website. So like, there's certain things online when I'm with my customers on live streams, I don't even respond to. But I also learn I have to respond with a definite no, at least, so that it's recorded on the website. I said no.
Yeah.
Because before it was easy to act. So webcamming in 2003, we didn't have HD. We didn't have 4K. We had 320 pixels. I think 420. 320 or 4, we had very small pixels that was blurry.
Yeah.
And our microphone audio wasn't as clear as what we have now.
No.
So I could get away with back then being frozen a lot. Now.
Not anymore.
Because they could see my nostrils moving. So like there was certain things online in the early days I could get away with to avoid answering a question by a customer because I could pretend there's technical issues. But now technical issues, because the way that the websites are holding on to connection longer, you may have audio but no video. You may have
video but no audio.
Diverse. Yeah, reverse. Yeah, my brain forgot what it was.
It's good. I got you.
So yeah, like, yes, we're in the industry. It's a wide variety of different forms of sexual services that we provide, but we really have to be very compliant legally in what we're doing in the name of making money and not go over to another one thinking it'll make you more money when all of them are work. All of them require 20 to 40 hours a week and attention and enthusiasm and drive and staying like well and legal to do the job tomorrow morning. And I get it. Like, when you're younger, you can probably do 10,000 things, but as you get older, you're not going to remember all the websites you signed up on. I can't remember all of mine. I tried. No. Or each one of them want me to re-verify my ID. Too much work. Because if I have to upload a new ID for all of these websites, and every one of these websites has my ID on file, and so many things are being cyber hacked, no, thank you. So I don't remember if we talked about that earlier, but I'm trying to make it very clear now that choose the things that you can fully sustain from top to bottom, because you're uploading your data online. Even if there's geo-blocking on a website, that doesn't mean squat. Because you can find me, they can find me at 18, they can find me at 41 online. And then I have to make sure that my legal name and my legal address and all that stuff are not everywhere online. There's certain websites that they will be online, like the business registry website over here. It's there. I didn't, and I registered my business in person in the office, and I found it online. Yeah. So originally when I registered my business name, it was in the business registration office in person, but I checked something online, popped up online that the online business registry was online. So I searched, everything is there. You have to spend money following the law on the website you're working with and the type of work you choose to do in sex work. But also you kind of have to have a good lawyer that you work with on speed dial to protect everything that you're doing so that you can keep doing it.
Yes.
And you can't act like, oh, I just like, I'm going to dabble over here in this. It's not working at McDonald's. You can work at McDonald's and quit tomorrow morning and no one's going to notice.
This is building your own business. This is so different.
It's you give up so much of your data and personal behavior online. Like even my photos, it doesn't matter what photo I post, whether it's a personal photo on my LinkedIn or the same photo, just me actually show you that I'm wearing lingerie. Because there's some of them where like, okay, I took that photo, it's on my Facebook or LinkedIn, but the full of that photo, I'm in lingerie with garter belts in that photo. I just took the pose in a way that I can use the headshot for LinkedIn. And then the rest of the photo is on the adult website. And it's because, why am I doing more work to have 50,000 photos when I only need 10 or 20? Not even. 6. I can rotate 6 photos.
Yes. Make your content work for you. And what I wanted to do to close us out is have you do 2 things for us. 1, if you could give one brand new creator, a girly pop or a boy just popping into the industry for the first time in 2025, what's one sentence of advice you would give them? And then 2, girl, where can we find you? And what you got going on?
The best advice is to pick your name and stick with it. And hopefully your name you pick is not someone else's. Because there's a person out there that picked my name that I have to go hire a lawyer to deal with it. It's money that I have to do to protect me. Because I've been Minnie St first. I mean, as an adult performer. And then there's a platform that has my name on the platform. Someone trying to sell feet pictures. That's not me. That I have to go hire a good lawyer, industry lawyer, to have that platform, remove that platform as a cease and desist trademark infringement. That's going to cost me. But because it's my name, I work really hard for it and it's mine and I literally live and breathe that name. I have to keep it. So it also goes for the new model tag. You get one time with the new model tag. If you're not ready to start, do not sign up on the website. It's the same thing if a job said show up on Monday at 8 o'clock and you don't show up on Monday, you don't get another chance to show up on Monday. I tried that. It doesn't work. They fire you. They don't want you to come back.
You and me both, girl.
I don't know. Those are the 2 things that I see in the industry that irritate me the most. Because celebrities, they're not, oh, I did bad in that movie. Let's change my name and start over. Yeah, they pick a name and stay. This is it. We don't have this multiple attempts in this work. Once once you're naked online, it stays online pretty much a good 5 years. But you go wherever you go. So if you're not ready to do this thing in the full effect that it is, don't do it. It's all right. I can take over your customers. They'll be happy to see me.
Fact.
Because it doesn't make any sense. If you're going to start and you're not ready, and I'm ready, full on ready. I take a shower, put a wig on, I log on, turn my hot lights on in my apartment, and I'm good to go. I most have to have a sandwich and take a wee. That's it. But it doesn't make any, if you're not fully ready to do the full job from top to bottom, don't do it. I don't think, I'm going to start, like, I'm not, if I change Minnie St. Clair name every 5 years, that something screwed up in my life. Really?
You wouldn't have your 20-year career.
But it wouldn't work. It literally wouldn't work.
No.
Like, the only reason I have different names is the company wanted to give me a different name. They didn't want to use my name.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of intellectual property, and now I understand how your idea needs to be protected legally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once you commit, you commit. Because at one point in time, my name should have been Minnie Apple. Then they sent it to the trademark register search database. Apple Computer sent me a cease and desist not to use Minnie Apple. I had to change it. So it became Minnie Holly. And then I work with another network platform company, and they're like, pick a different name. So I picked Minnie St. Clair. And then I have Minnie St. Clair with the E, without the E. Then there's Cam Girl Minnie, Minnie Cam Girl. The amount of variations of my name that I have, that I need to decide in 2026, how much money am I going to put behind protecting my name to keep it literally until the day I die?
Mm-hmm.
And then fight anybody who's using my name that's not me. Like, because if you're not serious of this job and you go use my name, I will make sure a court lawyer letter gets sent to your location.
You gonna be serious. Just wait till my shit gets there. It's gonna be serious.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, hiring a lawyer is expensive. It's the industry we're in. If it was happening to anybody else, they would do it in a blink of an eye.
It's your business.
And it'll be a TMZ story for 5 minutes. That's it.
Before we do say goodbye, please plug. Please tell everyone where they can find you, because y'all, you need to find her. You need to engage with her. Just, where can we find you?
So the big thing is Minnie on Cam on YouTube. And then, yeah, I made Minnie on Cam the central hub. It's Minnie on Cam. And then if you want to see me naked, Minnie St. Clair, it's on Fanberry. We'll put that link to the Fanberry link because it's just easier for each website that I'm on. But depending on who's looking for my content, yeah, go with Minnie on Cam, all my links, and then all my spicy content is Fanberry, Minnie St. Clair. And I'm active on Twitter, sometimes a little bit too active on Twitter. And then my YouTube channel, and I need to launch a blog again, the old school blogging, because the SEO time capsule vortex. So that's just the goal I'm working on now.
That's what we're doing with CST, is reworking SEO, and unfortunately it works very well and we hate it.
That's the beauty of how you can make money for yourself when someone says, oh, it's slow online, and you're like, no, I'm done my target goal for the day, because you've done external work to make sure your internal results are paying your bills.
Yeah. Diversification, reinvestment. Spend your time in your business and diversify your income sources. I like it. Minnie, thank you so much for sitting with us. But like, very big, genuinely huge thank you. It has been a true joy just to get to know you and spend the 6-8 hours we've spent together now. Thank you so much for sitting and speaking with everyone here as well.
That's fantastic. I'm happy to come back if there's questions and they want me to come back. So
yes, everyone, we will put a poll below on Spotify, on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere else. Just tell me in the comments. Let me know when we want her back. Not even if, but when. All right. Minnie, thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much again to Minnie for coming here and having this conversation with us, y'all. This woman, I know you just heard, but holy shit, incredible, right? I highly suggest that you go check her out. She's doing amazing work and really damn hard work, all to make a lot of other people's lives better, especially creators. I am going to be sure to get at least one of her links down below. We're going to be very careful which links we put down below, because guess whose channel on YouTube got popped because of a creator's individually owned domain? Hi, that is Creator Spicy Tea YouTube channel. Y'all be careful with your links on YouTube. All right. Throughout my time in the adult content industry, I have been able to have some absolutely amazing conversations that have helped me understand this world within the industry more and more, and beyond that, understand myself and my place within it. And we're going to just go ahead and take this conversation, we're going to file that into that file folder of those conversations. Thank you guys so incredibly much for sitting down with us today. We both hope you are so safe. We hope you are so sane. And we hope you are just fucking thriving.